Orange in the Central West, 105.1 Triple M. We're brought to you thanks to Harvey Norman in the Orange Grove Homemaker Centre. Now, the Heart Foundation have released some data about our Central West heart performance and health, and it makes for some, well, I've got to say, concerning news, and I thought we'd find out some of the detail here. And joining us online from the Heart Foundation, it's the Director of Active Living, Trevor Shilton. Trevor, good morning.
Good morning.
Mate, it's not great news for us here in the Central West.
Well, no, it's not great news nationally. In fact, heart disease remains our biggest cause of death, with 50 deaths every day, or one death every 30 minutes. So it's a massive public health problem. But there are regional differences, and in the Central West, it has the state's ninth highest rate of death from heart disease. And if you drill down into the risk factors, you get a bit of an insight into why that might be the case. With high rates of obesity, it's around 42% in the region. Still 19% of people smoking, which is a long way above the national average. And this week, the Heart Foundation is launching a new program called My Marathon, which is all about physical activity. And on the physical inactivity front, there's just over 69% of people in the region who are not active enough for a health benefit. There's also high blood pressure. So if you combine all of those things together, they really do explain the high rate of heart disease.
Obesity, smoking, physical activity, high blood pressure, it's a pretty disastrous recipe. Now, how much exercise should we be getting a day? What is the recommended prescribed amount that we need, particularly to bring that physical inactivity number down?
Well, the global guidelines and the Australian guidelines as well are 30 minutes a day of moderate physical activity. So that's the equivalent of brisk or continuous walking for 30 minutes a day. That's the benchmark, actually, for determining the proportion of people who are active. So 69% are not active at that level. And the good news, it's not all bad news. The good news is if you are active at that level, you can reduce your risk of heart disease by a third. You can lower your blood pressure. You can control your weight. It's very good for your mental health, particularly at the moment with COVID and other things causing pressure for people. So physical inactivity on the flip side is very, very much a good news story.
Indeed. All right, My Marathon. Let's talk about this initiative. This is fantastic. It's a fitness and fundraising challenge combined.
Yeah, My Marathon's it really is a terrific way to get active, have some fun, and raise some much-needed dollars for heart disease and for the Heart Foundation to fund its research program. What it is, in essence, is you have the opportunity to walk, wheel, ride, whatever method you choose, a marathon, 42.2 kilometres over the month of October. So in reality, that means that you're doing about 1.4 kilometres a day, which is very achievable and very good for you. But you do get the bragging rights at the Christmas party and the barbecue afterwards that you did a marathon in October. You don't need to tell everyone that it took you a month to do it. You just but you had a lot of fun in the process.
And I guess if people do and stick to that 30 minutes a day, 30 minutes should be about 2.5 kilometres of brisk walking, maybe 3 kilometres. And if you do that every day, you'll smash the marathon 42 kilometres.
Yeah, it does equate to about that, and yes, you would. We tend to talk about it in minutes because we recognise that some people are taller than others, some people are fitter and younger than others, and so we count the guideline really in minutes. And what's 30 minutes for one person may be different to 30 minutes for another.
Sure,
but it's a good guideline.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've got to say, during lockdown, etc., there are some set walking paths that people take in and around our region, and they've been quite busy, and I'm sure there's some dogs that are hoping that everyone can get back to work soon.
Yes, I mean, they're a very good reminder of how important walking is most parts of the day, your dog. But yes, you're right. Walking is one of the reasons why, lockdown, people are allowed to leave home to go out and be active. And I mentioned earlier the mental health dimension of physical activity, and I couldn't stress that enough. The ability or reason to get out of the house, clear your head of the thoughts of the day, just relax, unwind, enjoy the outdoors and the fresh air. The mental health dimension of physical activity is just as important as its heart health dimension.
Yeah, absolutely right. You can get involved, ladies and gentlemen, with the Heart Foundation's My Marathon and do your kilometres, 42.2 kilometres over the month of October. It kicked off on Friday the 1st, but it's not too late to get involved. If people want to do so, what can they do, Trevor?
Yeah, it's dead easy. You go to mymarathon.com.au and we take it from there. You sign up and you can do it for the fitness, or you can get your friends to sponsor you and get involved in the fundraising side, which we encourage as well.
Easy to do. Trevor Shilton's with me from the Heart Foundation. Once again, mymarathon.com.au is the website. Thanks for your time this morning. Have a great day.
And my pleasure. Thank you.